Hey guys, thank you for joining me for another Titus diorama and action figure review. Today I'm going to be doing an updated review of the Werewolf Wolverine from the X-Men Mutant Monsters line. If you'd like to check out my original review on my original channel, Titan Toy Reviews, please check out the link in the description below. Alright guys, let's start off with a little background history about this particular figure. This figure was released back in 1996 by ToyReviews. It was part of a very short-lived line called the Mutant Monsters. There were only 3 figures released in this line, which I'll have photos flash up here in a second. But it was Dark Beast, Sugar Man, and of course, Werewolf Wolverine. I only ever got the Werewolf Wolverine because the other 2 figures I mentioned just didn't pique my interest. I remember flipping through the Sears catalog back in '96, looking at the toys that they had in there and what I'd want for Christmas. And this guy was one of the toys in there, and I remember asking my parents for it, and luckily enough, I got it for Christmas that year. As you can see from the photos that I shared with you guys, these guys came packed in pretty large packages, and on the back of each package they had a bio about the actual character. I'm not going to read off the other 2 bios, but I will read off the bio for Werewolf Wolverine. Hiking in the European mountains of his youth, Nightcrawler, along with Wolverine, are attacked by a giant wolf. Injured during the battle, Wolverine soon begins to change into a half-man, half-wolf creature. Extremely powerful and completely out of control, the werewolf Wolverine escapes and rushes deep into the forest. Seeking a mysterious tribe of gypsies that hold the only cure for Wolverine's condition, Nightcrawler races against time to save his old friend. It's kind of a really random bio. And for me, I really didn't care about the bio on the back of the box because this character right here reminds me of a specific X-Men animated series TV episode called Family Ties, where Wolverine is mutated by the High Evolutionary into a werewolf form as this. I'll have a couple reference photos of that particular episode I am talking about, so you can compare the figure in front of you with the episode I'm talking about. Would you agree with me? Does this not look like the photos I just shown you from that particular episode of the X-Men animated series? Let me know in the comments below. Let's move on to talking more about the actual figure, the articulation, and comparing it with some other figures that I have. For the most part, a lot of figures during this time range were more reliant on some kind of gimmick than a lot of articulation. So I will show you what gimmick this guy comes with, but let's really quickly go over the articulation that he has. So his head can swivel, the shoulders can go back and forth, mainly for the gimmick. They can move up and down. There is an elbow hinge, but nothing else on the arms. The legs can kick forwards, they can't really kick back, and there is a knee bend. Nothing with the feet, nothing with the hips, nothing with the chest. My figure, because I've had this for so long, the arm here is pretty loose. But I was talking about a gimmick. And on this guy, there's a little lever on the back. And if you pull it, his arms will swing back and forth. And he will howl. Now the batteries that are in this guy are the same batteries I got with him back in 1996. So they've been in there for a very long time. As you can hear, he still makes somewhat of a howl, and this arm moves back and forth. This one doesn't any longer. Because of the way that his legs are shaped, he can't stand fully upright. But let's just take a quick look here and see how tall he actually measures. He's measuring about 6.5 inches tall from the floor up to the top here of his back. Now let's go ahead and compare him to some other Wolverine figures. So here we go with Werewolf Wolverine beside the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure Wolverine and the Warlock Build-A-Figure Old Man Wolverine here. As you can see, he's a little bit taller than both. I will have reviews on both of these guys later on, but we have a lot more articulation with these guys over him. In one last comparison, we'll compare him with Moon Knight, who's a standard height for the Marvel Legends, against Werewolf Wolverine. And as you can see, they're almost the same height. He's just a little bit taller. But again, these guys have a lot more articulation in them with the arms, the wrists. They have crunches, which like I said, a lot of these figures did not have back in those days. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. I hope that you liked it. If you did, please like, please subscribe to the channel. And till next time, keep being nerdy.